Welcome, it's Carol from Hand Stitch with Carol, and today we're going to be carrying on with our sample squares, and today we're doing the blue one. I think it's blue unless I'm colourblind. It looks blue to me. So far I've grabbed out this really cute button with the cycles on because, you know, round, and these I have cut out of this fabric, which is like a denim. They're my old jeans, so I've cut them out ready, and we're going to stitch these on in a quite random pattern and see what happens. I don't really have an idea what my interactive element is going to be for this one, so that will be interesting to I'm hoping it's going to come to me as we're stitching. Sometimes things do. So what I'm doing in the centre is I'm just going to go round with little straight stitches and sort of come out like doodling. I did some doodling before and it was like so much fun, and I thought, oh, I was looking back on my old videos. Those ones are back on my other channel. It was before I started this channel, and I thought, oh, I want to do that again. So I thought it might be quite nice to do it on one of these, and then I can see it. So we're just going to go round in circles on here. Oop, if I can find a space to come up. And I've made a knot already. So just a bit of doodle art. So if you're following along and you've got upholstery squares or squares of fabric, it doesn't have to be upholstery. I'm just using that because it's what I've got. If you're doing it, then this is what we're doing this week. Hopefully you'll have seen the community post where I did a little this is what we're doing this week and do join me post. I thought, well, we might as well sort of get moving on that community post. And we did one quite a little few weeks ago, I think before I went away to Australia, the what sort of stitching was your favourite? And it turns out any type of stitching. So we're going to be doing a bit of all sorts, I think. And I'm quite looking forward to doing some different stitching. I love embroidery, but I think I'm getting a bit bogged down with being too neat. And that's not me. So I want to come back to, I know this is neat. Don't get me wrong, I know this is neat, but it's not going to be perfect. And I just want to get back to being a bit more relaxed and, you know, not making pictures, if you see what I mean. Just doing random designs and things like that. Because when I do a picture, I do tend to get quite fiddly. And that's not really me, is it? We don't really do fiddly. We like to just have fun with our stitching. As you can see, this is not straight. No, it's a circle, Carol. It's not. They're not uniform is the word I was looking for. So we're just going to go round. And I know I'm not in the centre either. And this is what I mean. We've been getting a bit perfect, and I don't want to be perfect. I like to be wonky. So I think I'll go around one more time. And I'm going to go the other way because why not? And my stitches are all different lengths. So I want to encourage you to do some just stitching for the sake of it. Just because it makes you, enjoy your stitching. That's what I want to get. And one of these days, I'm thinking about trying to learn crochet. I did try some, and it was very complicated. The knot, I just couldn't do it. But you know, it's a case of practice, isn't it? All you people who can crochet, it's just practice. So I thought we might have a little go at that if you fancy that. Is crocheting still stitching? I like to think it is. I think we need to vary it up a bit. Get a bit more adventurous. Yep. I've been feeling a bit, you know, I don't know what the word is. Not stuck. I'm not stuck. But a bit like I need to do something different. And that means I'm going to be doing it here with you guys. So I do hope you'll join me. Right, I think I'll leave that one there. I'm quite liking that. And I've got a slightly different colour. I'm going to go round the outside of my little circle. And I'm going to try and do... Oh, I'm going to put a knot in it to start with. Okay, right, take two. We're going to come up, down. Now this may be a bit awkward because I'm trying to remember how to do my fly stitch, even though I did a sample on it not very long ago. I haven't done one for ages, and I do like the fly stitch, or the seaweed stitch as we're calling it. And I'm going to come down around the outside. I'll zoom in a bit when I edit so that you'll see what I'm doing. And I don't know if you can actually see it. I think I'm going to have to come to the edge there and then come up maybe here. Maybe you'll be able to see it then. Aha, that's it. So I was right on the edge and you couldn't see it. So I'll hold that down. Up. And we're not going to go off the edge. We're going to try and... I've got a very sharp needle. I'm very scared about jabbing myself with this one. But we're just going to stitch like this. And I might have a few gaps. Because we're just going round. And I'm just making patterns. You can do whatever stitches you like, whatever your favourites are. Or ones you want to practice, like this. Try and get it back into your head again. After, you know, the couple of weeks it's been since I learnt it. Oh, just doesn't stay in my head, guys. I know there's a way to put them all together. Right. And the loop. I mean, it's holding the fabric down. I mean, that's all I can hope for at this point, I think. And we're just having some fun. We're not worrying about the end result. Just enjoying the process. I'm going to come up there. I'm supposed to be right on the edge, but that's not happening, is it? Oh, now it's turning into... Now, what have I done? I've come up in the wrong place. I've gone through the loop too quick. So I've come up there and I need to go through the loop like that. Now, is that turning into a blanket stitch? I hope not. I think it's very closely related. Well, it is in my world. Okay, let's try again. It's going to be very wonky. So up, down, and come down here. Oops, don't split the stitches. That's better. And we'll just tack it down. Yes, if you're not careful, this stitch can turn into a blanket stitch, apparently. I don't think this is the same colour, but we're going to carry on anyway. We are the Wonky Stitchers. We will stitch how we want to stitch. Join me. Join me and Wonky stitch for the fun of it. Seemed like a good idea at the time, this one. There you go, got it now. You just have to do it a few times. I should have maybe practiced. Then we might have been okay. But, you know, it's all fun. Right, I'm going to finish this bit off. She says, I can't hold it. I can't hold it. Where did that come from? That was a bit Scottish. I'm not Scottish at all. I have no Scottish in me. All the embroiderers out there are going, oh my goodness me, what is she doing? Are we bothered, ladies? Are we bothered? No, we're just gonna stitch like there's nobody watching. Oops, I don't want to come through that loop yet, because that's when it turns into a blanket stitch. We don't want that. Oops, that hasn't gone so wobbly. That's gone so wobbly. What's gone on? What's gone on? Right. Oh, that was that stitch. Go back down, Carol. Do the stitch properly. Okay. Oh, that's gone funny. Oh, how fun is that? It's going round in a circle. It's quite tricky. If you've done it before, you'll know what I mean. I could have done squares. That would have been easier, wouldn't it? Squares. Right. So that's one circle. And I'm going to just finish that off at the back. And which way up it's going to go, no idea yet. But we're just going to do another one with something else. And I'm thinking I might put the button on this one, like this. Did I get white? Oh, I got a sort of cream colour. I got pink. The pink's on there from the last time I did some stitching. So I'm just going to attach this down randomly, obviously. And we're just going to go round and stitch this down. And I do think this might be a two-parter. Let's go over here and then come back into that one. I tried to find a washer or something that only had like one hole, but I couldn't. So I'm doing a button with 4 holes instead. Maybe we could do something along the cycling lines for this, because we've got now got the button with the bicycles on. I'm going to think of an interactive element. I mean, the button could have been interactive, but I wanted to do this to attach it down. And then what I'll do is I'll just quickly stop that from coming undone a minute. Oh, I'm tangled up. And what I think I might do are some French knots. I can do them. They're no problem at all. Some French knots around the outside. Oops, 1, 2, maybe we do 3, make it quite big. These may go loopy. And I think that'd look really cool for my next one. So if you don't know French knots, I'll just keep going and you can watch. So you bring your needle up, grab it, 1, 2, 3 round, and go back down. You're supposed to hold it tight and push it through, and you get a perfect little French knot. I don't tend to hold it very long. Yeah, this is not a tutorial. I'm not that good. I can't teach you. I'll teach you how to relax and have fun with your stitching. That's about it. Or just be on the TV while you're stitching, or cooking dinner, or whatever else you're doing. Some knitting, some crocheting. Or just chat along, keep you company while I'm doing my stitching. I like this one. This is turning out really cool. And this is a square we can keep adding to as well, isn't it? I think this one's going to take me a little while because I'm quite enjoying this one. It's funny because the lace one I sort of struggled with, and you'd think that would be quite easy, just layering up pieces of lace, but it was quite tricky. I love my Catronaut one. He's like so cool. So while I'm stitching, I am thinking about my interactive element, because all my pieces are going to be, something on it is going to be interactive. Quite a long one, this one. Then I would welcome your comments and what you think we could use as an interactive piece. Maybe a moving circle. Yeah, you know, let's make it difficult for me. Nothing too tricky, please. I don't know if I could do a moving circle. I don't know how I could achieve that. I did think about it, but I don't know how that would work. Oh, I'm loving that one. So what I might do is do the 3 circles, and then I think what we'll do is we'll come back and do sort of a bit more. I'm just going to put this on with a buttonhole stitch. As you can tell, I've done no planning for this one. Apart from getting my stuff together. That was it. And I'm just wondering whether to do a contrasting colour now, because I think that would be quite cool. These aren't going to be all uniform either, by the way, just so you know. They're going to be a bit wonky. If you want to do yours completely the same length, when you go in, just keep them the same length here. Life's too short, guys. Life's too short. But just any stitch you feel like doing. Oh my goodness me. Please don't keep doing that. And relax. Take a moment and breathe. And carry on. There we go. I'm quite enjoying doing this. I might do some more. I've been cycling today. Didn't cycle very far, just to the shops to get a few little bits. Not a big shop. You know, the catch up in the middle of the week shop, that one. When you run out of milk and obviously tea, because my throat is now getting dry from all the chatting. And I think, oh yeah, then I came back and I washed the car and hoovered it out. So it's been a busy day off. I'm liking this one. I'm really enjoying stitching these down. And I'm thinking about doing some couching as well on this. I think that would look nice, like round them. We're getting near the end. Not the end of the video, the end of this circle. There's so much you could do. I mean, you could stuff these as well and have little padded ones, couldn't you? And this is completely random and abstract. This is not going to actually resemble anything. That's what I'm trying to get away from now. I just want to do just sort of freestyle stitching now for a bit. I'll come back. You know, we always come back, don't we? To something. Oh, I need to just do that bit. Otherwise it's going to look funny. And of course now it's knotted. Come on. Bloopers and all today, guys. Bloopers and all. There we go. Right, now that looks better. You can't leave the last little bit. You just have to do a little straight stitch. Join it up. And I don't know what I'm doing on the backs yet. I think I'll probably just attach them to one piece of fabric. I don't know which way up we're going to go. We do need to go either this way or this way, depending on what it looks like when we finished. So I'm thinking some sort of fibre to wrap around some of these and do like a, you know, pattern of some kind. Or we could just stitch like a swirly pattern. That would be quite nice. Right, I've got some wool. This is just quite fluffy wool. It's got some bumps in it and all sorts, so I think it's going to be quite fun. And I've got one length out, but I'm thinking I want it a bit thicker. Because, you know, you do, don't you? And I'm not sure if just twisting it is going to be enough. I might do 3. Ooh. Oh, that's already cut. We don't want that one. Maybe I'll cut it with my... Well, I didn't mean to. Let's get 3. I've just been playing with sort of shapes. So I might tie a knot in the end. I'm not quite sure what to do with those, so I'm going to leave them for a minute. And we're going to start sort of here, I think. I may even just leave there. And I've got some more thread attached. Where's that white gone? It's like a white, because, you know, we've been using that. And I'm going to sort of start, and we'll see where it goes. I've got a sort of plan. I want it to go up and sort of round like that. Let's see what happens. But I thought round this one first. Just couch it down. Oops, I think I missed a bit. Come up close to my circle here. And then twist it. That's the bit I forgot to do. I forgot to twist. Twist, twist, twist. It's undone again, so we just need to... Ooh, I've gone through it. It's very fibrous. Fibrous. If that's a word. I do make words up. You might have noticed, if you've been watching me for any length of time, if I can't think what the word is, I just make one up. Okay. One more, maybe? And we'll just twist as we go. So that's sort of gone round there. Now I'm thinking we could have this going maybe round that way. Shall we have it going this way, or shall we change direction? No, I think it would look quite nice. Maybe I'll come round a bit more and then go up. No, I think it's got to go that way, like that. And then I'm going to have it coming up. I'm not going to have it go around the other one as well, but maybe it's going to go round this one and then come up and do like a swirl at the top, maybe. Something like that, like an S for Sally. I think that will be quite nice. Let's see what happens. It might not turn out anything like that. Now this might be quite a long process, so I may skip ahead, because all I'm basically doing is couching. And that's just coming up one side of your fabric, because you can't actually stitch with this wool, it's unless you're stitching like knitting. That's my thumb. Some of it's thinner than others, the wool. It's a bit, you know, it's got little bubbles in it, which is lovely. It gives a lovely texture. And just hold it down. Oh, I think I'm gonna like this. This is just so cool. Round and hold it. Oh, I've gone a bit low there. I might have to come back up. Hang on. Right. Let's reevaluate. Where are we going? Twist it up a bit. I could put something on there to stop it from unravelling, really, shouldn't I? Then I could carry on. Right, stay there. I've got a little clip somewhere. What these little clips, little plastic clips, and I think if it's otherwise I'm going to be stopping to twirl this all the time, aren't I? I'm going to cheat. Maybe we'll just do some twirling. Woo! And we'll just attach that at the end. There we go. Ha! It's got a life of its own now. That'll make life a bit quicker. Right, let's come back up. I was concentrating so much on twisting it, I didn't see how low I'd gone down there. I was coming up the other side of that circle. So we're not going to bend too quickly because that won't look very organic. So just keep catching. You can use anything to hold the end. Bulldog clips, anything like that. Peg, you know, whatever you've got handy. Or you can stop and twist. Basically because it's going to take so long on the video. Okay, and then we're going to go around the outside of this one a little bit. Let's just pull it because it's getting a bit... Oh. Slightly easier with it already twisted. Right, we'll have a look. We'll stop in a minute and have a look and see what it looks like. See how far round this one we want to go. Okay. Oh, I quite like that. So we could come round and sort of do that. Could make a heart shape. But no, we'll stick to circles. How about like that? One more, I think. And then we'll go over there. You can do this in contrasting cotton, or you could use the same colour and then you wouldn't see it. I quite like seeing my couching, but it's not for everybody. Right, now we've got a sort of turn slightly and come back. And again, I'm not going to do it too quickly. I just sort of want it to flow round. And we're not very twisted now. Right, let's come round. I'm getting myself tangled up, guys. Okay, down there. Doesn't really matter. It's not like you're going to go wrong. Okay, all right, let's just keep checking that you've got in the right place, sort of, where you want to go, roughly. So I do have to keep turning my page, my block, my square. We'll call it a block. We could call it a block, couldn't we? We'll just do that. I'm running out of cotton. Okay. I think it's going to be smaller than I thought at this point. Do you know what? I might just come to there. Let's just make it smaller. Doesn't matter. I'm running out of thread. And my circle seems to be smaller than I thought it was going to be. But that's how it goes. We're just doing like free flow stitching. Bit of doodling with your needle and thread. I'm just going to go around there like that. And I think it's going to look pretty cool. Not now. It's the last stitch. Goodness me. Because I'm getting close to the end and I'm sort of got a really small bit left. So what we'll do is we'll do that, and then I'll go round there. Right, to finish it off, we'll just pray that our cotton lasts. It's gonna be tight. I might not have enough to tie it off. One more I need, just to get it over there like that. Oh my goodness. Can I still tie it at the back? Just. Please hold that thought. Wow, that was a bit, that was using up all the thread, wasn't it? So I'll take that off a moment. So we've got that as our sort of bit of couching. And I think we're going to leave it at like this for now. Next time we'll come back and we'll add some more stitching. So I'm thinking this is the colour that I've chosen for my contrast. I've got some threaded. I did thread some. I thought we might get there, but we didn't. So I'm going to use this. What do you think? So do join me next week if you want to have a little stitch along. See you soon. Bye, guys.